Yeah, I often think, pornography is an isolating sin enough as it is without being told that you shouldn't struggle with it, or there's something
Yeah.
really wrong with you if you struggle with it. I mean, what's that isolation like that women feel, and how do you speak into it as you help them? I know you've got a fantastic ministry.
It feels awful. I think it's the thing that traps you the most because you feel like you're not even a woman at all. You kind
Yeah.
of question your femininity. And I know you and I have spoken about this before, but yeah, I think you question whether or not you're a woman. Like if I struggle with male sin, what does that mean for my life as a woman? And that doesn't mean like a sort of gender dysphoria, something like that. I think you just feel like a monster. You feel like an anomaly or an alien. Oftentimes you feel kind of discontented in your own body, in your interactions with other people. You feel awkward. So the isolation can cause all sorts of problems. But how we speak into that, I think, is just creating a community. That's kind of how I saw the problem actually needing to be addressed. But that's how my team and I kind of center everything around, is creating a community of women, so that the first lie that's addressed is that you are alone. That's the first one we try to knock out of the system. And just the very fact of finding us and joining a group tends to do that. So once you hear another woman's story that sounds like yours, it becomes very easy to let that lie go. But it can take a while for stories to be out there.
I remember the talk that you've referenced from Audrey Assad on how women can overcome pornography, and it was so fantastic. Just sharing her own story, I could just sense the liberation taking place in the room. It was unlike few things I've experienced. And one of the things she said was that when men struggle with pornography, it's as if they're all in a jail cell together. Yes, they're imprisoned by this thing, but hey, at least they're together. How long have you gone since you last looked at porn? Or I just fell. And these sort of conversations have become normalized. And in some sense, I think that's healthy. Whereas she said with women, it's like we're all in solitary confinement, and none of us know that the others are struggling. So I think it's been a really beautiful thing to see women like yourself stand up. It must take tremendous courage for you to do that, and for other women to do that.
I don't know what it takes. Maybe just like a maybe just like a lack of propriety. I don't know.
I suppose that could be true. That could be true, but
yeah.
no, I think it does take courage. I mean, I've had so many women come up to me at the end of university talks, and they'll say, I need to start a group on campus, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to be the first one to do it. So having people like yourself step out like that, gosh, that's so beautiful.